Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Hey, we're going to do this, right, or whatever. I mean, I had stopped going to the gym for quite some time, just a little bit, just to focus more on the podcast and then just take some time off.
Right.
So I just recently went back to the gym and eating clean and stuff like that. So that right now is like, I haven't had any kind of carbs right now. So I'm cutting out quite a bit of carbs, eating a little bit, but not too much. You know what I mean? Not too much to where it's going to indulge you, you know what I mean? So that right there, I mean, I can give that to my daughter or whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I don't know if I should bring one, but I mean, maybe he'll try a little bit.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're
for
good,
the deliciousness of it.
Yeah, man, you're good, dude. So, man, I appreciate you coming, man. I know we talked about it, and I mean, we're here now. It's a brand new year, 2024.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Happy New Year, everybody that is listening. So, you ready, my friend?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to DeLoco Podcast. Thank you so very much. Muchas gracias, and thank you for your patience. This is episode number 51, and today we have Roman here, and you're going to find out who he is and where he comes from, and there's been a big change in 2024 as well. We can do that. Wink, no pun intended. But, guys, you want to tune in to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio podcast, and as well on YouTube. Guys, we are close to 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to DeLoco Podcast. And please, if you go to DeLoco Podcast, look up DeLoco Podcast, and you're going to see the Papi Chulazo, as I always say. You're going to see him right there on the wallpaper, and you want to subscribe, hit the campanita, and please do. And thank you so very much for the love and the outpouring that you guys have given me, as well as you want to go to the DeLocoPodcast.com. There's exclusive merch on there, and which exclusive merch will be out there for the San Antonio Rodeo as well. That's inspired by it. So, guys, thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you, Roman, man, once again for being here, man.
Yeah, of course. Excited to be here.
I know you text me last year and like, hey, man, if you want to chat it up or whatever the case is, I think we can do that. And I said, all right, let's try to fit you in next year and let's see what can happen. And to me, it seems like 2023 was just yesterday, right? And here we are today, man. But,
I mean, yeah, when you got like a business or you're just like living life to the fullest, I mean, everything's just a blur. So
of course, man. So before anybody asks or whatever it is, so he's got some soda, he's got some popcorn. We're talking about it right now because right now I'm on a dieta right now, right? So, but bro, just a little backstory of whatnot. I mean, I know right now you're asking me if I'm from San Antonio, born and raised, man, Southside for life. Are you from here, from San Antonio?
Yeah, no, I am from San Antonio, actually. So I'm from here, born here, down at the Knicks. I think it's gone now pretty much.
Yeah, it's gone, dude. It's gone.
So, but I was raised here for the most part. I think more on the east side.
East side.
Yeah.
East side, baby.
And then, exactly. And then, like, eventually, like, my family, like, started moving closer to the outskirts than suburbia. So, like, ended in Cibolo, went to Steele High School. Like,
oh, nice. So you went to Steele High School?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate high school?
09.
09.
Yeah.
Nice. I graduated in 11.
Oh, okay.
That's the year I graduated. The reason why I say Steele is because Steele and Southwest High School had a big rivalry in what was it, 5A back in the day, right?
Right.
Those
big
dudes,
schools.
Man, those guys are huge, man. I don't know what they were feeding those boys in Steele, man. I don't know, man. But so you graduated from Steele.
Yep.
You said 2010, correct?
9.
2009.
Yeah, because like, I remember it was a class of swine, you know.
Oh, swine.
Do you remember the swine
the
flu?
Swine flu, dude. That is crazy how. Wow, dude, I forgot about that. Now we got COVID. We got some other tamalito flu. We got chapurrado flu. We got all kinds of flu right now. But that's cool. There's no way for you to forget what you're graduating from.
Exactly.
If somebody else were to ask you.
Yeah. And that's why like I had all those like preconceptions along with everybody else is like, oh, COVID, that'll end. Right?
Yeah, COVID.
It's 2 weeks.
And
then 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. So, man, I know right now I just said people are going to find out who you come from and whatnot. And I know I can't mention the name because of whatever logistics happen and whatnot.
It doesn't matter.
But you know what I mean? But how did you get into this? Because in San Antonio, there's a lot of snack places, a lot of drink places.
Right.
That you can name of, right? And for you to be in the mix of it, dude, how are you doing it? Because there's a lot of people that do it that are here, and then after a while they're not successful. But seeing that you are successful in this aspect, I mean, how do you do it? How did you even start? Like, did you right out of high school, or did you go to college, or?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, graduated 2009. So it's been like I don't even know how many years now.
Yeah.
I'm old now. It's crazy. Like, and then you're already younger than me. So.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, no, I went to, I went to school. I actually went to school in Utah.
Oh, nice.
To BYU, and then like going there, I saw like a ton of soda shops, and that's where I saw like they weren't a thing when I got there, but by the time I left, it was just they're everywhere, and I'm like, San Antonio needs a soda shop. Like I moved back here 2 years ago, and then a year or like a few months prior to that, moving here, like I had actually seen I came back here to visit for like 2020, everything's shut down, just to have like Thanksgiving with my family, and there's like nothing like it here, and I'm like, and it's like Thanksgiving and it's like 80 degrees.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I'm like, we need this here. It's like so hot, and so I wanted to like bring one here, but like Texas style. Exactly. So like everything on the menu is Texas themed. Everything is tailored towards Texans and like the things that we like, the flavors we like. Cause like Utah's more like, I always tell people, I'm like, Utah's like, they like got the berries and because it's all mountainy, and like, here it's like tropical, it's hot, with like the pineapple and the mango and, things like that. And so like this drink here is actually, and this is what I got for you, man. So
really?
Yeah. So this is the Blue Bonnet, because the, state flower.
Nice.
So, and then it's blue. And it's blue. Got, and then you're eating clean, right? But like, so it's got Sprite Zero.
Oh man, you can smell it. It smells so good.
Yeah. So it's sugar-free blue raspberry, sugar-free cherry, and sugar-free coconut in the Sprite Zero. So that's like totally sugar-free.
Man, that tastes good, dude. Dang, bro.
And for the life of me, I can't find the straw. I grabbed a straw and I don't know where it is, so I'm sorry.
It's all right, bro. I grew up in the South Side. There ain't no straws. You know what I mean? There ain't no straws. There you go, dude. I appreciate you bringing that, dude.
They put those little sour straws.
Little sour straws. There you go. That's back in the day stuff right there, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Well, that's cool, man, that you're doing that. And so when you go in there and you get the drinks, you're saying like it's a variety of things. You can mix anything you want to mix with the soda.
Yeah, so we have like a set like menu. So we have like some really good like, signature drinks.
Oh, okay.
But you can go in and like make anything you want, essentially. So yeah, if there is something that you want to make, like you're feel free. Like a lot of people do, but most people just get what's on the menu because like we got a bunch of cool stuff and have like a drink of the week. And so we like rotate through different combinations. Like I had like a chamoy one last year.
Yeah.
It was like mango puree and chamoy and Sprite. So it was like a mangonada.
Oh, nice, dude.
And I have another chamoy one soon. So
another chamoy one soon.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing or been in this business, if you want to?
Oh, yeah, like a year and 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, or guess going on 3.
Oh,
now.
wow.
So yeah, so it's been good. I just like the hard part is like getting everybody to know about you, right? You know, and like everybody to know what soda shops are, and to make it part of like a routine. Because we got coffee shops. There was like boba came in, and then
there you go, that too.
And then you got tea shops and stuff, but then like soda shops.
That's the other place. So there's a place here. What is it called? H2.
HTO.
HTO. Excuse me. HTO. And that one has like a variety of different flavor of teas.
Right.
Which is we've never had that here before. So whenever they came, people, it's a hit wherever it is. And if I'm not mistaken, you're like in a perfect spot, man. You're like by 151, right?
No, so we're actually on 281 and TPC Parkway.
So TPC Parkway.
Yeah, so go north. Yeah, jump on
going north.
Yeah. So it's on the north side, technically.
Oh, still, dude. It's
it's still a good spot.
You're still on the good side, dude. You're still on the good side of town, dude.
Yeah. I know it's good over there, and but our plans are this year to like really expand the business. So it's.
Are you gonna open up another shop or?
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
Really?
So like that's the goal, because like we have to expand. Like that's like I never wanted like a one-off mom and pop shop. Like this has always been my goal, to have like a bigger company and expand it and grow it, and like really bring the franchise to life.
So those of you that are wondering, okay, you said all that. What is it called? What is the name of your company called?
All right. Well, it's called SodaMigo.
There you go, SodaMigo.
Yeah.
Which before was.
It was drank before. Yep. And it was that. And then, and I'm not shy about talking about it. Like people always want to tell me about it. And like,
Yeah.
So we were that for about a year. But like part of the way into that year, like I got like this cease and desist and take it to our lawyer, and it turns out it's a real thing, and they have a legitimate like stance they could take. I mean, the only thing you need to go at anybody is that the likelihood of confusion. And so you're like, oh, that could get confused with this other thing. And so like for us, it just made more sense to, instead of try to fight it, to just go ahead and change. Cause like we don't want to waste money on that. Like we're still small enough that we can pivot and find something else. And I think SodaMigo is great. I mean,
I think it works, man. I honestly think it works. Who came up with the name? Did y'all sit down and like, hey, let's see what we can come up with? Or
I mean,
I
like,
already have something.
I had a list of like, I couldn't. And Drake was like the name I wanted like since the beginning, way back. And then when I'm like, I don't even know. So we just started brainstorming and everything. And we had probably a list of over 100 names, so many names, just putting anything and everything down to try to like narrow it down, right? And it came down to like a few, like top few,
yeah.
And then like we did like this time, of course, you got to do trademark checks, and so like like a business reached out to me the other day just talking about trademark and this experience I went through, because like they could potentially have like an issue on their end, and I just happy to share. Like I want other businesses to succeed, and I want to succeed as well, obviously. And the only way is to help out each other. But basically, like the cleanest one that we could get of our top choices was SodaMigo.
SodaMigo.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, I think it works great. I mean, it's kind of what it is, a little more, like a little less guessing. What is that? And then also like it fits like the Southwest kind of vibe.
Exactly,
in Texas.
dude. It fits, and I like that you include like the Texas logo and stuff like that, and the colors.
Yeah, everything is, like I said, everything is Texas. Like
everything's
like
Texas,
pretty much our like motto is the Texas way.
Yeah,
like,
the Texas
like
way.
We're doing like, which is to me is like friendliness and quality and like just good time. I mean, I think like people that live here long enough to just love Texas. I mean, it's a great place to be. I love it too. And
you got all the Californian people coming over here right now.
Because it's great.
Which is good, right?
Well, it's great. Well, it's great because the state is so good.
Well, yeah. They're finally getting to see that there's other places, other states and cities that are better than LA, better than wherever they came from, and they're starting to love San Antonio.
Yeah.
I mean, San Antonio right now, it's always been like market, right? Or whatever the case is, right? Besides, them putting on the news, we're the second highest for cockroaches. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did see that.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Who comes up with those statistics?
I don't know. San Antonio's definitely got to be like one of the best cities in America. I mean, by far. I mean, they got and people just visit like the Riverwalk. We got like the Pearl and it's just beautiful. Like for the downtown area is awesome. It's historic.
Yes, dude. There's so many places for people to go and visit, take their families, loved ones, or if they're gonna go on a date or whatever. There's like so many places for them to go.
Absolutely,
and for people just to, I think it's just jealousy, man. Right? You have some people that are a little celoso, and it's like, well, you know what? You guys have a lot of cockroaches out there. You know what I mean? It's like, what does it have to do with anything, like with what we're trying to show you?
I've been pretty lucky to moving back to San Antonio. I haven't seen like hardly any cockroaches.
No,
which is like I remember though when I was growing up, there's like cucarachas all over the place. But like it was different time, different house.
You saw cockroaches. You saw Mickey Mouse behind the fridge as well. If you wanted to go to Disney, just pull that fridge out. Got him right there in the back. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. There you go. Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time at Chuck E. Cheese. I'll tell you what.
Chuck E. Cheese has changed, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't been in quite some time, but I've seen so many videos of people going there, and now you have to pay like per hour for what you're gonna play.
Right.
And one before you would pay $50 for like 150 tokens or something of that nature. But it's changed so much, dude. I don't know. It's
the fondest memories I have going to Chuck E. Cheese when they had like this dancing. It's when DDR was the side brands like pump it up.
Yeah.
I go dance there. I was pretty good at that. Yeah.
It's changed quite a bit, man. But San Antonio, man, it's my home forever, dude. I don't see myself ever leaving this place, like ever, right? And I know for some other people, it's like, you say that now, right? But if you live where I live, but to which his own, right? Everybody has their place
Right.
where they feel comfortable where it is. But dude, I love it here, man. I tell people that's why people are coming here, because they're starting to find out, like, oh dang, dude, San Antonio, that's the spot, dude.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's a great. I mean, there's always something to do. Like
always something to do, man. I love it. So, but man, that's cool that you're gonna do that and you're gonna expand and stuff like that. Have y'all ever thought about making like a SodaMigo, like an actual drink to sell at a store, besides actually having something set, like where, hey, you can come in and you can mix it, but has there ever been like where y'all sat down like, hey, look, we have this drink, it's one mix, we're gonna sell it on HB, Walmart, or I don't know, these little mom and pop little stores, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, no, I don't think that's out of the question, and that's part of the reason why we wanted to rebrand. Is like, well, even if we did come to an agreement with this other company, they actually did canned carbonated beverage. That was the thing.
Yeah.
And we do fountain mixed beverages, you know, drive-through and restaurant stuff.
Yeah.
Not the same, but they're similar enough that they got in a bunch, man. But if we ever did want to move in that direction, well, we couldn't. Yeah, that would definitely be a conflict. But now with the new name and like it's all going through the right process and channels and everything, then yeah, it's definitely possible. Either we could do something ourselves, or like I would see us more maybe right now at this point, like partnering with somebody and like, you know, hey, we're doing this partnership with these flavors, especially like with other San Antonio brands. Like I love doing collaboration with other companies here in San Antonio. I do pop-ups at our store. I try to invite as many small businesses that are willing and able to come out and like sell the store on the weekends, because people love that too.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man. These little pop-up markets, people love the heck out of that, man. Like, and especially if it's in a location where there's something to eat, there's something to drink, and then they're shopping, like, oh, that's it. Like that's their place. Like, so I mean, that's cool that you're doing that. You get all the you know, the locals, you know, buy local. So everybody that's here in San Antonio, you know, buy local. Exactly. You know, share the love, dude. I mean, there's some people out here making some cool stuff, dude, that you're not gonna find anywhere at the store. Like, it's here, and for you to say like, hey, man, I bought it here from my city and it's homegrown. Like, hey, nobody can have this. It's one and done. You know what I mean? I think that's cool. But yeah, dude, I saw. To shout out to my buddy Jason, Bootleg Food Review. Oh yeah, dude, he's a really good friend of mine, and I saw that y'all came out with a drink as well.
Yeah. Last year we did the Bootleg Blast.
The Bootleg Blast. That's cool, dude. That's cool that you're able to and wanting to collaborate. That's what I tell people, man. It's always good to help, you know, one another and collab and try to make something unique, right? Because everybody's unique. Like, you're unique in your own way with having your store. I'm unique here in the studio. Jason's unique in what he does. Exactly. You know, so in bringing those two things together, you never know. It'll make something just like, all right, it's a one and done, or maybe it makes something like, hey, we got to do it again. You know what I mean? So I think that's cool, man, that you're doing that. And
I mean, it's all about relationships, you know?
That's
like,
what it is, dude.
And so like for me, like I always try to like play good with everybody. Like I care that, you know, everyone comes in is having a good experience. And like, I'm like, you know, there's like a lot of MLMs or whatever, snake oil out there. People are like, oh yeah, you got to come by. And like, it's so good. Like, you better come by. And I'm like, you can come by if you want. Like, I'm sure we'll get you something good. There's always something awesome. Like, then when they do come, like the idea is to always just give that friendly experience, like the Texas experience. So
exactly, man, dude, that tastes delicious, bro.
Yeah,
I'm drinking it. I could smell it right now. Like, you could smell it.
Oh yeah, and I brought this. It's a jalapeno popcorn. So like
jalapeno.
Yeah, so it's healthy. It's a vegetable in there.
There you go, dude.
Hey, yeah, so this has got jalapenos in it. So what makes it special is because we actually fry the jalapenos in the oil. Then we pop everything in the jalapeno oil.
So y'all make popcorn too?
Yeah, so we make that there in house.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
and then we use real butter. Like, that's the other thing.
You're blowing my mind right now, bro.
Yeah. So
I thought y'all just did the drinks, dude. This is...
Yeah, so we do... There's like a few dimensions to it. So it's like the drinks, and then those drinks, all of them could be made into a slushy. So you can make that, or like a drink into a slushy. We have hot chocolate. We got sparkling waters, because that's super popular right now. We have lemonades.
Nice.
And then we got the popcorn. We sell cookies from a local bakery. Opal and Onyx.
Oh, okay.
And then we also make quesadillas. our quesadillas.
Quesadillas.
Yeah, so and so like those have been really good. They're like awesome because they're like cheese crusted quesadillas.
Yeah.
So
dude, that's cool, man. Man, I didn't know that, dude. I need to make sure to put like that cover of the star because these guys ruined it. You know what I mean? These we them boys and they, you know, God dang, dude. I don't know what happened to the Cowboys, but that's for another day. You know what I mean?
yeah, I heard about that.
You know, everybody was crying. You know, I was almost in tears. You know what I mean? I saw Jerry. He wasn't crying. He was there counting his money up in the stands. You know what I mean? So, man, dude, I appreciate you bringing some popcorn, dude, and bringing a drink.
Yeah,
and whatnot,
absolutely.
dude. I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to go and I actually want to go and visit the shop.
Yeah, please do anytime.
And go check it out and see what's up with there. I mean, I've seen all your videos that you post. I love that you make you're like very enthusiastic, like in all your videos. Like you're very. It's like you just drank like 5 Red Bulls. You know what I mean? And you're like all over the place. You know what I mean? Which I love, dude. The energy.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, some people are like, oh, that's just a persona. I'm like, I don't know. I'm mostly that way most of the time. But yeah, I don't know. You know, we want something with some comedy.
Oh yeah, like, dude.
Lightheartedness. Like I'm not like some of the pages I just like they do. Some pages do well. It's just like, you know, food porn or eye candy. You know.
Dude,
I'm like, oh no. Let's do something a little more different. Let's do something fun.
Yeah, so. Dude. It's cool, man. What you're doing, and I love it. So if you guys are here in San Antonio, you want to head on over to SodaMigo. SodaMigo, okay. You're gonna find them on Instagram. Are you guys on Facebook as well?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok as well. So follow them there. But more importantly, go get yourself a drink, make yourself what you want, get some popcorn, get some quesadillas. They're a little bit different, these quesadillas, so you might want to try them out. I think I might have to try them out.
Yeah, man.
Once I head out over there, dude. So, man, that's cool, dude. And man, hopefully, Mino and Jason, maybe we can do something too. You know what I mean? I'm always willing to work with different people. Shout out to the boys from 8 Ball Coffee, man. These guys already opened up their shop. I was there in their grand opening, so shout out to those guys. The homies are doing it. And if you guys want some good coffee, head on over to 8 Ball Coffee as well, which they're still on St. Mary's. Have you ever been to 8 Ball Coffee?
I follow them, but I follow a lot of people, but bro, I haven't been there yet.
You have to check them out, dude. The coffee's delicious, dude. Like
they do like a bunch of pop-ups there too, right?
Yeah. So right now they've been doing a lot of pop-ups and stuff like that, and now they have their own actual coffee shop. Before they were just doing it off, their van that they were selling coffee from. So now they have their actual shop that they got, dude. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Which is good, dude. So, man, that's awesome, dude. So right now we're actually gonna go in commercial break. We're going to go on commercial break, which is sponsored by JD and Associates LLC, tax keeping and bookkeeping. Have you done your taxes?
Yes.
Well, if you haven't, head on over to JD and Associates LLC, bookkeeping and tax services. They'll take care of you. You know what I mean? Don't go this year with, the lady, la vecina that's next door that she's got like that one eye, she's got Alzheimer's. She can't even remember her own name. Don't go over there. You know what I mean? Don't go over there. So, guys, we'll be right back. Right now, we're roaming from SodaMigo right after this short commercial break. Mi gente de San Antonio, are you needing to get your taxes and your bookkeeping done the right way in 2023? Then head on over to JD and Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. You can find JD and Associates LLC on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can give them a call at 210-816-0357, or you can head on over with your abuelita and your 87 Impala 24-inch rims, baby. Head on over to 4702 West Avenue, number 8, San Antonio, Texas, zip code 78213. JD Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services, an official sponsor for DeLoco Podcast. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do this year, right? Besides doing this, so I want to be able to put more content out there. So right now we're actually working on. I think I had posted in my first or second year, something like that. I wanted to do a DeLoco Podcast hot seat, but to where I'm going to like events that San Antonio has, like that they actually have here, like Fiesta. They have the rodeo. But making my own, where I'm interviewing people, asking them questions, doing like trivia with them, and trying to see if they actually know. Like, you're here at the rodeo, but do you know where it comes from? Like, dude, like little things like that. So
it's the Mexican cowboys, the vaqueros,
yeah,
right?
dude. So right now I'm actually working on that, like to actually put more content out there this year, besides the podcast, to actually have to where I go to events and do some interviews and stuff like that. And I think actually my first one's gonna be the SneakerCon. Where the guys sell like the shoes and stuff like that. So and I'm a big sneaker guy. I barely started getting into sneakers. My little brother, man, he's a sneakerhead, man. He's got shoes up the wall, man. So I'm getting there, right? I'm getting there. So I had a friend of mine who was actually inviting me to go out there, and I think that'll be the first like time I'm gonna actually like, hey, let's get in the hot seat. Let's see, like, hey, how much would you actually pay for these shoes? Would you actually pay for these shoes, or would you pay for a chancla, or what, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude. So
or what are those like poofy ones that those like on like all viral? They're like just they look like Uggs, but they're like
I think that, dude, the Uggs are coming back for some reason. I think that's what they are.
So many ugly things are coming back.
I don't know, dude.
Bell bottoms,
dude. It's crazy how the 80s and the 90s are coming back in 2020. They started coming back in 2023. Now it's like they're pushing it more in 2024 already, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. Like we like that. And don't get me wrong, dude. I like when I'm doing like editing or anything, I love like the vintage type of look, like for the pictures, for videos, like the grunge, like kind of vibes and stuff. I like all that stuff. There's some people that don't like that. Like they're like, leave the 90s and 80s behind. Like we don't need that here no more, right? But I mean,
some stuff.
Some stuff,
it just depends on what.
You know, it's some stuff, man.
We need more leg warmers.
Dude, something, man, bro. There's this TikTok account that it's called Nostalgia 80s and 90s Kids. I don't know if you follow that page or not, dude. It's like it. So it basically what it is, it shows like the McDonald's how it looks now, like, and it shows a guy recording how it looks on the outside and the inside, and then it shows like where it goes and it turns, and it shows how it used to look back in the 90s, like with the game chairs. Like the big old burgers, like the way they would wrap the burgers, the way they would give you the brown trays, like different nostalgia thing. Kmart, Mervin's, McFrugal's, Sears, Garden Ridge.
Oh, right.
Dude, there's like all kinds of different ones that I forgot.
It's like San Antonio based then?
Well, see, there's
Garden Ridge is
Garden Ridge is here in San Antonio. So I don't know if that person's from here, because then they'll go into nostalgia, like when you were a kid back in the 90s, and your Christmas parties were like pizza, you give each other gifts, and then you watch a movie, and it's like, man, dude, if I can go back in time and get that stuff back, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people say like, hey, don't regret it, because time goes by fast, and then after that you're an adult, you know what I mean? So it's the little nostalgia stuff, man. I think for me that I love, like 90s. So you good, too? Don't worry about it.
I've been like working.
You're working all day, dude.
Yeah, man.
Working all day, dude. You're hard.
Well, like with like the cold too. I just like,
man, dude, it's cold right now.
I tell people like, well, I had to like cut some hours because it's so cold. Like yesterday, terrible day. Really? Nobody wanted to go out.
Oh no,
the
dude,
news is like,
cold, dude.
It's a snow again and again. I'm like, okay, yeah, the roads were icy in the morning. Later on, it wasn't so bad, but then no one don't want to go out.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It got pretty cold here in San Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a second there, I thought it was gonna freeze, like hard freeze the way it did last year. But I mean, it was ice, but very thin.
Yeah,
it
was like
for us to worry about.
Right. Yeah. Last year was like, man, it was like a winter wonderland. Like it was like everything was just iced over.
Man, dude.
But like this year, I was like, nah, it's just cold. Mostly.
What I don't want to go through is Uri again.
Oh, with it.
Well, when it snowed and then.
Yeah.
I mean, people make it seem like, oh man, it took forever. I mean, it was only 3 days. But it seemed like a week and a half for everything to get back to, like, everybody to get back to normal.
Right.
But the only thing, too, man, I didn't like it. You know, you had some elderly people that passed away because they didn't have nowhere to stay. And then there, people that couldn't get to them because it was so cold. And then.
Yeah, I wasn't here for it.
Really?
But I came down, like, 2 weeks after to, like, look for a house to move down here. And they're like, oh, yeah, like last week. Because my parents were here. And so they're like,
oh, really?
Yeah. And then my parents had told me about it. And then, like, just coming down here, I could see, like, everything was just wet. Like, because we went to the sites. And,
dude.
like, they're like, we delayed on the concrete pouring. We delayed on, like, these homes. And, like, I'm like, well, it's what it is.
There was a lot of stuff that happened, man. And then, of course, people were dealing with COVID. And then the cold came and everyone was, like, panicking, like, oh, no.
There's definitely some PTSD from that because I went to we didn't need to go to Costco on Saturday, But we're like, oh, we're right here. We'll just swing in and grab some like bananas and milk or whatever, eggs. Yeah. And then like I go in there, the line's all the way to the back, like wrapped around the coolers. People getting toilet paper again, going crazy. I'm like,
tell me if I'm wrong, right? I don't know if you've seen those memes or not, but it shows San Antonians here that it's gonna, ice over, and people head to HEB, head to Walmart, start buying toilet paper, meat, pollo. They're buying like if tomorrow that's it, it's over. The earth just finished. Dude, it's ridiculous, man. I went to HEB and there was nothing. Like nothing. No huevos, no milk, no nothing, dude. Like,
yeah.
I get it, right? I think it's just because of what happened 2-3 years ago.
I think that if you can prepare, you should have prepared already.
Yeah.
We have, we already got like the things to be prepared. Like, if something did happen, ready. But like, if everybody's panicking, then like they should have learned a lesson a few times ago.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. Luckily, you didn't have to be here during that time.
Yeah,
it was pretty rough, and I think that traumatized everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Dude. Like, probably before that, like, man, I remember growing up here and like, and like definitely no offense to anybody.
No,
like,
no, you're good.
It was like hard. It was like, man, we were like Texas. We were like the rough, tough, like hard people, they're like can't or whatever. Now I feel like everybody's like seeing Texans like bunch of weenies.
Yeah.
I do understand that like our infrastructure cannot handle snow, but
we can't.
We've pretty much gotten freezes every year forever.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I remember growing up and there's a few days where it just gets sub freezing but like now it's like a bigger deal than ever, and everybody makes fun of us. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wish people wouldn't see us that way, but the way that people react makes it kind of.
Well, yeah, dude. It's like I said, man. I think from whatever happened, people got traumatized.
Yeah,
and they don't want it to happen again, so they panic. Like, right away. It's like we growing up. Your mom hits you with the chancla, and now you see your mom, and she goes like that, and you get
you flinch.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, ah.
Well, yeah, like the news makes it like way worse as well. Like, but I think that they're more on the side of like, well, if we tell everybody it's gonna be crazy, then they can't get mad at us for being when it wasn't like if it was like really really bad, then we're covered. And if it wasn't really bad, well, oh well,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just San Antonians right now. We're like to the max. People were posting videos. And people from different states are like, dude, what's wrong with y'all? Like, it's just gonna freeze for 2 days. Well, over here, we're having a blizzard over here, and it's like,
I definitely sympathize that they don't know how to live in that, and I get it, but most of it's just driving slow, giving distance between you and the car in front of you. Like, I went to work, and like to open the shop up, and I definitely slid. Oh, but like I give myself so much space because I don't know what the road's going to be like, so I got to give space.
That's another thing here, man.
Don't swerve. Don't swerve.
You got people going like 80 miles an hour when there's ice on the ground. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're driving 80 miles an hour when there's ice, but when it's raining, they're going 50. Come on, dude. It's just rain. It's water. Like, take it easy. Like, I don't know, dude. San Antonio built different. You know what I mean? Built a little different.
Built different.
All right, man. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and it's gonna actually refer to the drinks.
Yes.
Which is, would you rather addiction? Wow. Well, some people do have an addiction to soda. You know what I mean? And that's, you need to cut it down a little bit.
It's a delectable habit, not an addiction.
All right, man. So this is would you rather. So would you rather have a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi?
Probably Coke. What kind of Coke? We're talking about Mexican Coke?
Well,
fountain Coke?
Well,
Coke, bottle Coke?
Let's see here. Mexican Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Mexican Coke.
Mexican Coke all day, dude.
Do they even have Mexican Pepsi? I bet you they do.
They do actually have it, and it tastes pretty good. But bro, I don't know. That's the biggest names right now here.
Yeah.
Besides Big Red.
Right.
You know.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you the most popular thing at the shop is Dr. Pepper.
Really?
We buy more of that than anything else.
Nice. That's Dr. my favorite drink, dude. Dr. Pepper, not Dr. B, Dr. Pepper. Okay.
Yeah, Dr. B or Pib Extra.
Dr. Pib Extra, baby. And speaking of which, Dr. Pepper or Sprite?
Probably Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I mean, it's hard because I get the same kind of questions when I go to the shop. Because people ask me, they're like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm between this one or this one. I'm like, what are you in the mood for? I'm like, Sprite or Dr. Pepper. Very different drinks right
way
there.
Different, yeah.
But
different.
like, right now, like living in Utah for a while, like, it's just not as big a thing. And so, like, come back here, it's like, oh, I'm among my people, you know?
Yeah.
And Big Red, too. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Big time. All right, so this one here, for everyone that's listening as well, I mean, for me, I'm the first one, not the second one. For some people, who are going to be a little mad, but whatever. Root beer or RC soda?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know anybody who drinks RC. But root beer.
Hey, look, man. The RC soda was for the little pobritos. You know what I mean? I grew up on RC soda. Hey, that's all right, dude. That's okay.
What is it? RC, 7-Up.
It was RC, 7-Up, and then there was an
orange.
There was an orange one, but remember, there was those other brands that looked like Coca-Cola, but they had that big old star on the actual soda. Man, I forget what those sodas are called.
Well, there's like Shasta. And then there's the Hill Country Fair.
Yes.
But I mean, I will give Hill Country Fair. They had some flavors that no one else had. Like the black cherry.
Grapefruit?
Or grapefruit.
Grapefruit?
What else did that? They had punch. Fruit punch.
Fruit punch.
And they're all sparkling.
Come on now. Come on now.
And no one else had those. They had to buy it generic.
So root beer. We're going to go with root beer.
Yeah.
Root beer. Okay, cool. All right. Big Red or Big Blue?
Ooh.
Big Red or Big Blue?
I mean, it's almost like one of those things where you don't get to have it very often.
Yeah,
so I would choose Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Because I mean, I don't get to have it very often, but I love Big Blue. I mean, I love Big Red, and that was another thing they didn't have in Utah, or really most places,
Most
right?
places, yeah.
But like, what people are like, what is Big Red? I've never had it. Like, it's the flavor red. It's red.
It's red.
Yeah. What's Big Blue? It's blue. It's the flavor blue incarnate. It's delicious.
Have you seen those kids that they get from London, and they give them a pack of Big Red from Texas?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
They're disgusted by it.
Yeah.
Like, just look up London kids try Big Red, and they're like, tastes like medicine. It tastes like medicine.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, what?
Well, I've lived in Chile for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to try really, really hard to find root beer. And I'd buy a pack of it. It's like a $4 a can or something. It's super expensive because it's like, dude, no one buys it. So like, and I would buy it because I'm like, oh, I miss, root beer.
Yeah, dude.
And then I would be like, I share it with like, people that I met and stuff, and they were like, oh, it's disgusting. It's like cough syrup. So I'm like, oh, come on, it's so good.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, to which his own. Everybody's taste buds are a little different. Like, nah, that's not for me. Yeah,
you kind of have to. Some things some things are acquired taste, I guess. Like, you grow up with it, so it tastes normal. But I don't know. I'm a pretty adventurous eater, and
really,
I'll eat or drink anything for the most part.
Nice.
At least once.
Yeah. At least you can say you tried it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not bad, dude. All right, next we got Squirt Soda or Sierra Mist.
You mean Starry?
Starry, yes, Starry.
Oh yeah. I actually liked Sierra Mist.
Really?
Yeah, I actually kind of preferred it over Sprite. I just like nostalgic for some reason for me.
Wow.
But Squirt's fun. I mean, that's like kind of grapefruity, right?
Grapefruity, yeah. Grapefruity, yeah. It is grapefruity.
Yeah, but I like Sierra Mist. I don't know what, it tastes a little different.
Yeah.
It's like a little lighter in the. I don't know.
A little bit. But
it's good.
It is.
Now
good.
It's gone forever.
Yeah, now it's gone forever.
Now it's Starry.
That's crazy. That's crazy how they change those names, dude. All right, so right now, I know right now we're talking about, earlier we talked about the Coke Zeros, Dr. Pepper Zeros, Sprite Zeros, whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
The two biggest ones right now are Coke Zero and Dr. Pepper Zero. Which one would you prefer? Or do you prefer Coke Zero or Dr. Pepper Zero? These are probably...
Dr. Pepper, I would pick Dr. Pepper over Coke generally. So
Dr. Pepper Zero, to me, Zero, it tastes exactly the same as the regular Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what they've done with the Zero stuff.
Yes, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, it's pretty good. Then they came out with the Root Beer Zero.
Oh, yeah. A&W Zero is the best.
Dude.
Diet root beer.
It tastes awesome.
Oh, but here, how about this? Is you prefer Diet Wild Red or Diet Big Red? Zero.
Man, I say the diet Big Red.
Really? Yeah. I actually prefer the Diet Wild Red when
Really?
it's sugar free, but when it's regular root beer or Big Red, sorry. So in my mind, it's Big Red, and then it's like the Wild Red Zero, and then Zero. Big Red. Yeah, I don't know. I think its flavors are stronger in the Wild Red Diet.
Wild Red Diet Wild
But
Red.
not when it comes to the regular,
Perfect.
But it's still HEB. It's still basically
HEB,
Texas,
baby.
right there.
Coming in clutch. You know what I mean? All right. So the big one here in Texas and San Antonio as well. You're gonna drink sweet tea or unsweet tea?
No, actually, I don't drink tea.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a reason like you don't like it or just?
It's for religious reasons. I don't drink tea.
Really?
Yeah, so like I'll drink like herbal teas.
Nice.
But not like green, black, yellow teas. And things
wow.
Like that. Yeah. So.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Dude.
But I love me some chamomile. And I have that hot, and with lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah, I mean, drinking any tea to me without sugar, disgusting.
Yeah, no, you're probably.
I can't do it. I actually can't do it. I feel like you seen Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Like Ted Lasso. He's just like, what is this? It's like, it's just disgusting. So.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Okay, no problem. Me, I love sweet tea. I love it.
Sweet tea.
That's my kryptonite, though, dude. Like big time, man. You give me a gallon right now, and I'll chug it down, dude. You don't even have to have you don't even have to tell me it's a life or death situation. I'll just drink it for you. You know what I mean? All right, man. So we're gonna go to aguas frescas.
Oh yeah.
Agua fresca de melón or sandía. Those are like the two top big dogs.
And it's not cantaloupe, but like the melon, like the green one, right?
Yeah, melón. Melón or sandía.
That's a good question. I would. Right now, I'm feeling sandia.
Bro, I'm sandia all day.
Yeah.
I'm sandia all day. Especially in a San Antonio, Texas hot day.
Yeah.
Then you have one nice cold beverage. You have it in, I'll take sandia all day, man. Yeah. All day. I'll take it all day. So what are you going to pick? You can pick a sandia?
Yeah. I mean, because I like honestly like the texture of the sandia a little better too.
Nice.
Where it's like more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take, if it's, I'll take either one, but watermelon probably.
Perfect. That's me all day, dude. So last one. This is the last one here. Horchata or una limonada?
I was just gonna say horchata anyway. Like if I go somewhere and they have horchata, I'm getting that.
Oh, dude.
Unless I know that's not good there.
Yeah.
But
see, for me, when I'm gonna choose horchata, I have to see the little maquinita working. If I don't see it and they tell me like, yeah, we have horchata, okay, where's that? Where's that maquinita working where I can see where it's pouring out? You know what I mean? Going into I want to see that waterfall of horchata. You know what I mean? Right. That I can dive into. You know what
exactly.
I mean? So if I don't see it, then nah, that means you're gonna give it to me in one of them gallon jugs that y'all got. I don't want store bought. Nah.
Yeah, and then plus, like, you don't want like the gritty stuff, and it's not mixing. It's not good.
Yeah. So for those of you listening, if you know what I'm talking about, you got that waterfall, of heaven coming down. You're sitting there at the table and you see those big old cubes there, and you got sandia, and then you got limonada, and then you got horchata. You got the water flows of heaven. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Once you see that, you're like, let me have one of those to go as well. You know what I mean? So.
And there's just never enough horchata.
No, dude. There never is, dude. And everyone always says like, nah, there's a season for that. And it's like, nah, I think I can drink horchata like whenever. Don't matter when or what. Especially if you just ate or whatever and you have like a sweet tooth and you just want something to drink that's sweet. Like, hey, let me have horchata. Exactly. Let me have one, dude.
Well, yeah, like not to interject in SodaMigo again, but like I love horchata. And like, again, Texas, that's the vibe.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a drink that's on the menu called the Taco Chaser, and it's an horchata-inspired drink. So it's
really
vanilla, cinnamon, and cream in Dr. Pepper. And so, like,
wow.
And people love it. People love that one.
I need to try that, dude. Y'all got all the flavors like that mixed up, dude.
Yeah. So it's like a fun, awesome flavor. It's good. It's really good.
Damn, dude. I need to go out there, dude, and go do a little mix. You know what I mean? Go do a little mix. Dr. Pepper here, a little spice there. Do a little.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A little spaz. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Hey, man, I appreciate you. That was would you rather, and I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
We got to find out your favorite drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, what's your favorite one?" I'm like, I'm the owner here. Like, they're like my babies in a way. Yeah. But I'll tell you the most popular ones.
Yeah. So there at SodaMigo, you guys if you want to say, is there like a specific drink? Like, I know right now you said people have like their favorites, but is there like one drink that you guys came up with and it's like it's sold like so many times and you're like, okay, we can't get rid of that. Like, we have to keep selling this one. Like, we can't do it. Has there been one like that, or is there several?
Wait. What was that last part of your question?
So what I'm asking is
there a favorite one, or is it?
Yeah, is there like a favorite one? Like, you see, like, okay,
yeah, you
go to the back and you're like, all right, we sold a little bit more on this one than the other new ones or the ones we've had, so I think we need to keep this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like the most popular drink by far. Well, not by far. Actually, there's two. There's two that are like kind of always like fighting for that first place, and it's the Saytown. I say Saytown. Some people say S-A-Town.
S-A-Town.
And then there's Cowboy. And the Saytown is Dr. Pepper with strawberry puree, cream, and cheesecake flavoring. It's kind of like a strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
Kind of vibe. And like that one's very, like, since we've opened, that one's typically the most popular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love it. And I'm happy that it's the one that's named after San Antonio. So it's great. And then the second most popular one is the Cowboy, which is caramel, marshmallow, and cream in root beer.
Nice.
So people love that one.
That's crazy,
dude.
A lot. Like, it's probably because the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? They're like, I want to get a Cowboy. I want to get a Cowboy.
I was mostly thinking the guy with the hat and the spurs and the belt buckle and the bolo tie.
There you go. That's cool, dude. And it's a brand new year, and you guys just changed your name, so I'm pretty sure there's new aspirations. There's like new goals that you guys have now because the name changed. Because it does happen. I mean, it does happen when you do a change. You know what I mean? So, is there any goals that you have in mind, or is there anything that we can all expect from SodaMigos this year in 2024? Like, is there something you have planned? Maybe for Fiesta, maybe for I don't know, for whatever is gonna come up this year. Like, is there any plans that you have?
I mean, the biggest one I think I alluded to earlier, maybe I can't remember if it was before we started, but as ideally you're going to find a SodaMigo close to you.
There you go.
So that's the plan.
That's the biggest plan right now.
Yeah, that's like
to expand.
All in on that after January, because January's kind of in the rebrand month.
Yeah.
But like all in on that. Like, that's the goal. People want it, buy them, and like people that will drive across town to come get one.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, like every time I'm over here, I come by, but you need to have one over here. I'll come all the time. Who is the loudest group? The West Side. The more like the far West Side. But
so right now, I know you said you want to expand. So is there a specific spot? Like, have y'all chosen where y'all want to place them?
I mean, it's probably going to be like Shirt Cibolo area. Definitely like Alamo Ranch Petrenko area.
Nice.
And then there's going to be another one, but that one's kind of like TBD. But we want to probably South Side somewhere. So if you got any South Side recommendations, dude, where the hot spots are?
Right there, City Base, dude. City Base. City Base right there. There's no drink place there. And right now, it's blowing up right now. That's like the ghetto Alamo Ranch, if you want to say. You know what I mean? It's popping off over there, dude. Like, they have restaurants popping up left and right over there. I think that's a perfect location, dude.
All right.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, you have to help me figure that out, because if you know the beat on the street.
Yeah, dude. That spot right now is pretty hot right now. Like, people are going over there. They're building a Pluckers right there on the south side. I mean, dude, come on, really?
Wings.
Yeah, right? Dude, wings. Yeah, wings. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, that's cool, man. And I know that you're gonna choose or whatever the case is, but if you had to choose, which one's gonna come first?
Well,
between the two that you gave me,
I'm gonna give it to the loudest group. Is the West Side?
West Side.
That's the goal.
Not a problem.
The
dude.
next side.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome that you guys are gonna want to expand, and wanting to do that stuff, dude. I mean, it's good to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good to grow.
That's how you just like, I mean, and I love business. That's kind of what, I mean, because I'm in it, but also I've always had a heart. My heart's been there. And so like if there's ever like people that want to talk business, happy to do it. I mean, the way you get traction is like, do Dutch Bros, do they build 1 or 2? They build like 20 in San Antonio.
Yeah, dude.
And so like you got to have like those storefronts, multiple ones, same time to have like the traction that you need to expand and get popular. I mean, when Burger Boy came back, right? I mean, they built like how many, like 8 or something in San Antonio all at once, right?
All at once, dude.
So there's something to that, and so something that we got to do, and it's going to be a heck of a ride, a lot of learning, right? It's like, that's when you get your MBA on the grind.
Dude.
It's cool. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, and you're right, dude. I mean, you are right, and congrats to Burger Boy, dude, because they're doing it here. If you guys are not from San Antonio,
I wish I knew
dude,
that story more. Like, I mean, there's probably an article somewhere.
I wish I would have known too. So the original one is there on St. Mary's.
But that one like shut down, right? And they brought it
for
back.
a little bit, and then they brought it back.
Rebought it. Someone bought it.
But that's like the original, like originator there. Like that's like the OG one. Like you can't even sit there. Like literally, it's the size of this place. Like it's literally the kitchen's right here, and you only have like for 10 people to sit in there. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the OG stuff right there, dude. And now to see them popping off, which they're one supposed to open like in a month on the south side as well. In front of South Park Mall.
Yeah, I mean they're all over the place. Like I'd go all over the place. I'm just, there's another one.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. And more, it's gonna happen with you guys, dude. I really hope it does happen for you guys. That you guys are gonna be everywhere, not just 2 or 3 spots. Like you're gonna have to put everywhere. You know what I mean?
Like that's the goal. And like everybody, I don't know who thought I was crazy or not, but like moving here, like, is he gonna do it or not? It took me a little while to get going because there's a lot of things to polish.
Yeah.
But I did it. I went for it, and I say I'm gonna do this, and that's the goal. And if I don't do it, it's because I'm either dead or something crazy happened. But so I follow through. I make it happen. That's just who I am, and I love being with those kind of people like you that make things happen.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, man.
Have dreams, and want to do it. So,
yeah, of course,
all
man.
For it.
Dude, I thank you, man, for being here, man, and sharing your heart and just finding out more about you, dude. So everyone that's listening, like, this is my first day meeting Roman, right? But we've already messaged each other for quite some time, and it was just back and forth, and then finally, the stars align. You know what I mean? It's a new year, and we made it happen, Captain. And man, kudos to you, man, in your new name, which I think this fits even better than what you had. I love the other one before, but I think this one's even better than what you had, which is great, dude. So, but man, I appreciate you, man, for coming on, man, and being here, and then bringing me some palomitos, you know what I mean, and
let me know when you come by. Hook you up, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I appreciate you tuning into episode number 51. Before I finish, of course, you guys want to head on over to my Instagram at DeLoco Podcast, and you want to go to my link in the bio. In my bio, I have a link there to DeLocoPodcast.com. I will be having another shirt that is going to be coming out, which is inspired by the San Antonio Rodeo, which is the 75th year that it's here in San Antonio, which is crazy how many years this has been going on. So this has nothing to do with the rodeo. This just is inspired by the rodeo. And hopefully, if you guys are going to go to the rodeo, you can rep the local podcast as well, which is called Vaquero Loco. So you guys are going to want to tune in. And by the time you listen to this, it's already been out. So this Friday, which is January the 19th, Vaquero Loco shirt will be available only exclusively on DeLocoPodcast.com. That's where you guys will be able to get it. Thank you guys so very much. And like I always say, right now it's Happy New Year. I know I'm a little late. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you guys have a prosperous year. And like I always say, seek God, find after him this year. Find out who he is so he can help you out in this new year, in your new journey, and
Amen.
whatever else that you got. And it's just a friendly reminder, guys, is that God loves you. Dios Te Ama. God loves you, my friend. Dios Te Ama. He's got big plans for you and your business. And I believe in that, and I know God will favor you in that, man. So
God first.
Yes, sir. God first in everything, and he'll do the rest. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you on the very next episode.
Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Local Podcast.